I bring in leftovers pretty often. Usually homemade stuff like curry, stir fry, pasta, whatever. Nothing insane, just real food.
Hmm.
Last week, I heat up some leftover biryani, and this coworker makes a face and literally says, "Ugh, could you not heat that up again? The smell is too real." Too real? Question mark. She says. What does that even mean? I asked her to clarify, and she said it's too textured and savory, and that it feels like someone is cooking, which is distracting in a workplace setting. Mind you, the break room is on the other side of the building from her desk. I'm not nuking fish or anything cursed. She then suggests I bring in more neutral lunches like protein bars, not a lunch, or
Okay.
smoothie pouches, not a lunch. This is definitely a keto woman or like she's an almond lady. I know
Yeah.
it is.
Hmm.
I laughed because I thought she was joking. She was not. Now she's been passive aggressively spraying this lavender odor neutralizer spray in the break room every time I use the microwave, and it makes the whole room smell like soap and Rife's death.
What the fuck?
This is the battle. This is the battle. This is a battle. This is Normandy, dude. These are two people just storming the break room.
Dude, I think if you just recite what she said back to anybody else, they're on your. Somebody saying, "I'm sorry, the smell is too real. It's far too textured and flavorful." Tell anybody else that somebody said that, and they'll be like, "Yeah, that's not a real person at all."
No.
Too textured and flavorful.
Now she did kind of miss me with the curry. Curry can be smelly. That's a smelly spice.
Yeah, you can't do. You really.
Pasta. Something, but she's right. She's not doing fish.
Yeah, but even a stir fry is pushing it, dude.
Think so?
I don't want to be on this other lady's side, but it's like you do have to get, in fairness to this weird textured bitch, you do got to get a little less creative with the lunches. It's like, what are we doing?
Stir fry's wild.
Stir fry's crazy.
Pasta's not crazy though. As a guy
Pasta's
who
totally fine.
As a guy who was probably a twice a week pasta back in my heyday because it was just easy, it was cheap, it's easy to. I had the lentil pasta too. That shit sucked.
Yeah, what are you doing?
I was with a girl who was into that shit.
Come on, Kyle.
I know it's so bad. But yeah, I mean, because usually I'm on the side of like the people. If you stink up the break room, you are the worst. You're the worst employee, and everybody hates you.
Yeah. I actually, I'll take it a step further. I think if you bring your own lunch to work, you're out of your mind. I buy every meal at my office every single day.
Yeah, but you're a DoorDash dream. Like every time I'm like, well, how's DoorDash staying in business? I'm like, oh yeah, forgot. Matt orders it 10 times a week.
I'm a stockholder, dude. I got the Dash Pass. I got to use it, brother. Dude, I think and it's also if you're at work and people talk about like, oh, you're saving money, you're doing this and that. It's like you're sitting in a hellhole for 8 hours and you don't even want to reward yourself with food you enjoy eating. Like you're like, I'm just gonna go reheat cold shit from my fridge that I hated the night before.
No, it's never good. It's never good.
It's never good. So
are leftovers overrated?
Leftovers are the worst thing next to the Holocaust that's ever happened. They're
6 million leftovers.
6 million leftovers. Show me the numbers. I've never seen the burial sites. Dude, people who go to the office and they're like, this is the most miserable possible existence. We've evolved as humans to such a cognitive high level, yet we subject ourselves to sitting in a cubicle and you decide, I won't even reward myself with a real textured, flavorful lunch made to order at the cafe by the nice Black and Asian family that runs it.
Because it goes a little further too. Because like a lot of times when you're heating up your leftovers, you just go right back to your desk.
Yep.
And you keep doing work.
Yes.
And you're granted, which is a little dystopian because you're granted an hour lunch that you get paid for if you're in the white collar area, white collar business, which I'm assuming this is probably a white collar business. So it's like now you're just in another way feeding into the man. You're giving an extra hour to the man who doesn't.
You are saying it's exactly. You're saying, yes, Daddy, can I have another? As they sit and make you work 8 hours on an Excel file.
I think Matt just
cut me out.
Yo, slow down there, big dog.
What happened?
I don't know, dude. You just left.
You think I went too hard?
I think you were going too hard. I think your point might have been too hot. But anyway,
I stand by it, dude. There's too many people, and look, this is coming from a somewhat privileged perspective, but like people are too guarded about their money. It's like if you can't even let yourself enjoy 30 minutes of a decent meal at work, what are you doing?
He has a guy who overdrafted this weekend down the shore by accident.
What? No, dude.
Overdrafted hard as fuck.
Please get on the Patreon, please,
dude,
guys.
I can't keep track of the bills, dude. The bills are they're coming out of my fucking nose right now.
You got hit with an overdraft.
Dude, overdraft like a motherfucker because like I don't know. I don't know how much I want to talk about it because I'm just gonna sound like a fucking dumbass. And I don't want to sound like a dumbass, but I'm gonna sound like a little bit of a privilege too, where it's like, hey, we got the new rent that comes out. We got the parking spot now, which I didn't have before. So that comes out. I've got a finance account with my financial advisor that takes out some in the beginning of the month there. And then every year I get hit with a charge from Northwestern Mutual, which is my finance advisor. And it all just fucking came at the same time. I was like, I know I'm getting paid on the 5th or 6th. I know I can make it till then. But those first 2 days, I was sweating. Like when I mean, we went hard on Sunday too. And I bought a shirt off the back of this guy at the bar because I liked it so much. So I saw that. I went to the ATM like 3 times, and I was like, well, as long as the ATM's still giving me money, I knew I was on the threshold, but I budgeted. I'm trying to get a little more mature. I'm trying to budget more and stuff. Yeah. You know, like, okay, rent's coming out. This is coming out, but these bills out of nowhere sneaking up on me and stuff, and it's like the fucking PNC app, man. I don't know who you have as a banker. They suck. They never are on time. They never update it in real time. So I'm thinking I have this when I really don't have that. Yeah. And now I'm just like getting emails being like, you're overdraft. Well, guess who fucking faults that is? Not mine.
The irony.
Mine.
But the irony, dude.
Dude, I am the king of overdrafts. The king of overdrafts.
How does that happen? It happens to Gab all the time too. The overdraft, just look at the number and spend at least $100 less than it. That's my motto.
I'm telling you, I even keep shit. I think this is what it is. So like, I'll usually keep from paycheck to paycheck. I'll keep like $500 to $400 in the checking. Yeah, a little bit of gambling money, a little bit of, hey, you got a Venmo, you know, here or there and stuff. If you go out with the buddies or anything, or you go out with, you know, a couple of friends, and then I think I have this thing where I don't want to check it. I'm like, you did the right thing. You put your $400 in. I just can't get past this threshold of putting in my username and stuff and being like, damn, I only got 116 left, and it's only. You know, it's only
it's
August
Thursday 20th. The week before. Yeah.
I got 2 weeks instead of payday. Like there's just this thing right here that I can't. I swear it's a kid. It's being a kid of the 2008 financial collapse. It's being a middle class kid, grown up middle class. Like I swear. Like
if you don't look at it, it's not real.
It's not real. Yes, exactly. Way. I'm like, if your credit card bill, it's not real. And then when you live that way. And then you finally donate to do it. It's like I want to cry half the time.
Dude, that's why you were so bent out of shape about the podcast today. Now I'm starting to put the pieces together.
And then the funny thing is, you give me 24, 48 hours, and I'm right there back on the Mad People's train. Money's not real. Money doesn't matter. I can't take this when I'm gone.
Dude, people say the phrase "money always comes back." I'll do you one better. I don't give a fuck where it goes. It can come back. It could leave. It could go on sabbatical. That's got nothing to do with me, dude. I'm still going to dinner every night of the week.
Dude, we have the fucking government asking us to pay down the national debt through Venmo and PayPal now. Okay.
Yeah, what is happening?
Money's not real.
I just saw the planet is.
You ever seen Blow?
Yeah. Nah.
You ever seen Blow? Johnny Depp?
Certainly not. No, it's making it less enticing.
No, Johnny Depp rules, dude. Stop it.
Johnny Depp stinks. Amber Heard.
Amber Turd. Where's
that's the kind of shit we do on here. That's the kind of shit we do on here.
Where's the rub?
Where's the rub?
Captain Jack Sparrow? Do not be a dirty dog.
All right. Of course, CJS is the guy of the year. However, almost everything else he's done, bit of a stinker.
Who's the guy from Goodfellas? The main character.
Joe Pesci, Rob De Niro.
No, you're right there.
Al Pacino.
No, another Italian guy just died. He was the main character. He's slapping on the shower. Jimmy.
You're not gonna like this.
Ray
I've
Liotta.
never seen Goodfellas. Ray Liotta. Oh, R.I.P. with his beautiful eyes.
Yeah, Ray Liotta. He's in the movie Blow, and he's going to the bank, and he's got no money, and young Johnny Depp is like, "What are you going to tell Mom?" And he's just like, "I'm gonna tell Mom. Listen, George, when you're up, you're up, or when you're up, you're never gonna think you're down again, and when you're down, you never think you're gonna be up again. Money's not real, George. People only think it's real," or something like that. I butchered that quote, but that's
a beast.
I watched that, and I was like, me. That's how I'm gonna live my lifestyle.